to practice
Time to
for the
practice.
English. Uh, but when I get free
Good
time,
evening. How are you doing today?
I am doing well, ma'am. How are you?
I'm also doing good. Anything special about your day today?
Yeah, ma'am, of course. Today is the very special day for me, for India also, because
Ah,
today the
yeah.
uh, India has completed successful landing on the moon of the South Pole.
Hmm.
So it's
That is
a
true.
achievement of India. It's a historical achievement, and also I'm proud of my our scientists and ISRO. And also I would like to convey my congrats to all Indians citizens, and
Hmm.
also for you, ma'am, especially.
Sorry, come again?
And also I want to congrats for you for the this successful
Ah,
mission.
that is true. Exactly. I think it's a very big congratulatory moment for the whole country. Everyone I know is talking about it. Everyone I know is very happy about it. Finally, the mission has landed, and it's like a really successful moment for us, considering the budget
Yeah,
and the resources we had, and we still made such a big victory.
yeah, sure. Ma'am. It's a very controllable. How I can say it's a small limited budget. I think 500
Yeah,
crore. Uh, it's a half of the Bollywood movie, a Hollywood movie budget.
that is true. Fair enough, right? So I think the whole day you must have followed whatever is going on.
Yeah, right, right.
All right, okay.
Actually,
Anything
I
else?
was waiting. I was waiting for this day, 23
Ah,
August.
fair enough, right. So anything else apart from this that you did today?
Uh, nothing, nothing else.
All right, okay. Right. Before I proceed ahead, do you have any doubts or questions, anything you wish to ask or clarify?
Uh, always I have a question, man. How I can uh, improve my English as soon as possible.
As soon as
That's it.
possible. Ayo, there is no soon way to
Right,
learn
ma'am.
a language, sadly enough. I think the answer is always practice. See, the more you are contributing, the more the results will be there. Uh, that said, that basically just means that if you're practicing every day, even for 15 to 20 minutes, you'll end up seeing good improvement, good results by the end of a month. But if your practice is like, let's say, just twice a week, right? You're not getting sufficient time to speak, or you're not practicing enough by yourself, then results will still be there, but the results are going to be slower, depending upon how much you're
Right, ma'am.
practicing.
Actually, right, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, I do practice daily, but
Hmm.
apart from that, I have some other thing also. I am preparing for some departmental exam and some other things. That's why I didn't get time to practice daily basis, especially. But when I get free time, I practice.
Sorry, come again with about practice. What was the last line you said? Your voice is breaking a lot.
Yeah, yeah. I'm saying, ma'am, as I think it's my second session with you, ma'am.
Yeah.
So in past session, I told you I am currently doing job in defense sector. So
Hmm.
also I was preparing some departmental exam. That's why I don't have a lot of time to practice
Time to
for the
practice.
English. Uh, but when I get free time, I do practice. I try to get free time, then I practice.
Makes sense. So if you're even doing that much, see, it should help, right? It's not like you won't be able to improve, you will, right? But give yourself some space in terms of, how you are practicing and um, how much you're practicing every day, right? It is going to take time. It's not a 1 week process. It takes up to
Yeah,
6 to 8 to 8 months to 1 year for people to actually see some good improvement, where they can finally start talking in public and they don't feel shy, or they feel that they can finally form sentences without hesitating, right? So it can take up to a year to people. I'm not saying it will take the same amount of time for you. It depends how much you're practicing. That's why don't rush into the process. right? The more you rush into it, the more you'll end up disappointed because results are not that quick, right? Results take time. So if you feel disappointed, if you feel discouraged, you won't feel like practicing it. So don't expect too much out of it. Let things flow the way they are flowing. Every day, if you're making even 1% improvement, that's good enough,
Yeah,
right?
and also in past session you told me the TEDx talks, right? Uh, I have to watch TEDx,
Hmm.
TEDx talks, and Gravitas, all these
Yeah.
things. So sometime I watch TEDx talks videos on YouTube.
Hmm. Right. So if you're practicing from all these sources, it's more than sufficient right now. The main point is how much time you're getting for conversing, you know. So that is usually limited for most people. So till the point you aren't having conversations every day, it will take time to improve English, right? Because the best way to improve communication is to actually communicate in it, but most of us don't get people to do it with, right?
Right,
So
right.
there's a limit to which you can practice with yourself, right? So that is why our
Still, ma'am,
results are a little slower.
still I am asking, ma'am, have you any magic to learn as soon as possible?
Sorry, come again.
Still, I am asking, ma'am, have you any magic to learn English as soon as possible?
Have I ever imagined to what? Your voice got cut.
Have, have you any magic, ma'am?
Any magic? Oh, I don't have any
Yeah.
magic, sadly enough. No. I would love to share it if I did, but if I had it, I would have put it out on YouTube so that everyone can, see it. But sadly, no, I don't have a magic. The idea is the more you practice, the better it gets. That's for sure. And how smartly you practice also matters. So knowing what are the areas you're lacking in is very important. That's why we usually say, record yourself talking and listen to those recordings. Those recordings of yourself tell you a lot about you, right? Analyze those recordings. Notice where you are making mistakes, right? Is it prepositions? Is it tenses? Or is it just, taking long gaps? Are you able to think of good content or not? So the more you watch, the more you listen to content, it helps you in expanding your answers. It helps you in, realizing that how much you can speak at one go, right? Secondly, when you look into your mistakes, it gives you the areas where you need to practice. So blindly just, practicing anything and everything is never a great idea.
And I think it's a great idea to uh, again watch what I speak,
Hmm,
what
exactly.
I speak. Again, I have to watch a video and then realize what I am mistaking on that video. Uh, I think it's a great idea. Actually, I couldn't do that, but definitely I will do.
Hmm. All right, okay. Right, so try to make some time for it. See how it works, right? Let things flow for yourself, okay? And I would say give little more time to English, right? That's how it gets better. If you want to see very instant changes, if you want to see good changes, you should be practicing at least half an hour every day, because at the end
Right,
of it, it's a language. So the more you're speaking in the language, the more you're listening to the language, only then it gets better. The reason we all are very good at Hindi is because we converse in Hindi all the time. That's why we get good at the language, right? But if you are not speaking Hindi, let's say for 2 months, 3 months, if you don't speak a single word in Hindi, you'll start forgetting bits of it.
right, right.
So that applies to other languages as well,
Sure,
right?
ma'am.
Okay. All right. Any other specific doubts that you have?
Nothing. Sure.
Right. So if there are no doubts, let me go ahead with our topic for today. Our topic is interesting. For today, our topic is big city or small towns, right? So
Right.
talking about big cities and small towns, first of all, what do you prefer? Big cities or small towns?
And I prefer everything because everything has its own importance. A
Okay.
village has its own importance, town has its own importance, and big city has its
Hmm.
own importance. Big city become its own importance. So uh, I can't compare all these things to each other because a lot of outputs and
Hmm.
productivity come from
Hmm.
village. Uh, I think farmer absolutely live in a village area. and all our agriculture production come from the village. And if we talk about town, or if we talk about big city, then all infrastructure, all industries is found at the uh, city area. So everything has its own importance, so I can't compare. So I prefer all these things. But if we talk about as a peaceful area, if I have to relax, if I have to, I find some natural places, then I prefer to go village area. Absolutely.
Hmm. Okay. Fair enough. So currently at this stage of life, if you had to reside somewhere and start a life, where would you want to go? Small town or big city? What do you prefer?
For residence purpose.
No, I'm asking right now at this stage of life, if you have
Right.
to start a career, where would you want to do it? In small city or big towns?
Uh, if I talk about as a career, so definitely we should go in city area definitely as a career. Uh, but a many I don't have a lot of experience, but a many lot of business, a many type of business that I we can do from village also. Uh, I think like a dairy farm
Right.
and also some uh, some means like that, something like that, like dairy farm and also some factories that is between the that can be between city to village places. So we can start many type of business from also in village area. But as a career, as if I want to go IT sector, information technology, if I have to do job in any sector, then definitely we will have to go in city area. So it's depend upon what's our purpose, what I want to do in life.
Hmm. Okay. Fair enough. Right. Okay. In your opinion, what do you think is better in terms of having a healthy life? Let's say that is the context. What do you think is better, big cities or small towns?
If we talk about as a economically healthy, then city is good. If we talk about physical health, then village is good.
Okay. Elaborate.
Economically, if we want to grow, then definitely uh, we have to communicate other experiencing person uh, regarding business, regarding medical, regarding all type of field. So definitely we have to go in city area and partnership to with them. Uh, but if we talk about health, then all type of without uh, many products without any chemical, I think fresh fresh thing we can find in a village area. From I think I am talking about it from how I can I it means when I'm talking about eating something. Uh, uh, so health purpose, I think it's a village is good. But
Hmm.
economically, as I told, it's a village, city is good place.
Hmm. Okay. I think you want to live in both. You can't decide one, right? It's impossible. If you had to
Yeah,
choose one, what
yeah.
would you prefer, big cities or small towns? Like, think about your life right now and
Actually, I
choose one.
don't want to choose.
Why? Why
Yeah,
so indecisive?
I don't because ma'am, I know a little, not more, but I know I understand the importance of both place. So I
No,
won't
I'm
prefer.
asking at some point you'll have to settle, no? You can't keep, okay, Monday here, Tuesday there, Wednesday
Yeah,
here, Thursday there. So, in
re-
terms of, that's why I'm asking, just at right now, at this stage of life, and understand the question again. I'm asking you in three different ways because you're not understanding the question since the start, right? So it's not about
Yeah,
preference.
if we are
Understand my question. My question is, at this stage of life, where would you like to settle? It's not that you can't move it or you can't change your location. Obviously you can. Whenever you feel like, you can change your location, right? But at this stage of life, where would you like to settle for now? What do you think is the best for you? I also know villages are great. Villages have good sources, they have good food. But if I think about my life right now, I cannot live in a village because I cannot live in a disconnected way. I need a lot of urban things these days, right? I need a laptop, I need constant connection, I need electricity, I have my job here, I have my college here. So, no matter how much I want to go to the village, right now living in the city is the best choice for me. That's what my question is. What is the best choice for you now? I know both have advantages, both have disadvantages. That's a very common frame point.
oh,
But you need to come to a conclusion. If you're giving an interview and your answers are so ambiguous, the people are not going to understand. Give conclusive answers, right? Answers that relate to your life right now.